Investigators say is most likely to blame. Plus, with tape mouths, how local protesters are giving a voice to those struggling to be heard. And the pursuit for the driver after a Sarasota hit and run. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
I'm Dwayne Lindo. Thanks for joining us tonight. Topping our news tonight, a shooting investigation is now underway in Sarasota County. Investigators say it happened around 1 this afternoon on Myrtle Avenue in Nokomis. At this time, not a lot of information has been released. Officials say all parties involved are accounted for, and there is no threat to the community at this time. A man is facing charges tonight after crashing into another vehicle and then fleeing from pursuit. Deputies say they were first alerted to Cole Roach on 5th Street in Bradenton. Roach slamming into another vehicle at a red light before he drove away. Investigators say Roach appeared impaired and fled when deputies tried to pull him over, turning onto a dead-end street before leaving his vehicle behind and taking off on foot. A perimeter was set up and a canine tracked him down to a backyard. That's where he was hiding in a vehicle. There were no injuries, and Roach is being charged with several counts, including pursuit, DUI, and burglary. A Punta Gorda teen is facing charges tonight after threatening to shoot up Northport High School's homecoming dance. 19-year-old Anthony Grimaldi was arrested Thursday. Police say Grimaldi made the threat to a female at the school. According to the victim, Grimaldi had sent text messages saying he was coming to her house and that he was, quote, strapped. He also allegedly told the victim if she went to the homecoming dance and danced with other boys, he would, quote, go there and shoot everyone. Investigators say a tenant of the home where Grimaldi is currently staying told police that Grimaldi was in possession of a 9mm handgun and an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle for about a month, but the guns belonged to someone else. Grimaldi is in custody on a $300,000 bond. A Sarasota church is in need of repair tonight after it caught on fire. Crews with Sarasota County Fire and Rescue wrapping up their response just a few hours ago. They were called to the Sarasota Alliance Church on Bee Ridge Road, just east of the interstate, after 6 this evening. The church taking damage mainly to its steeple area. You can see crews using a ladder to get into the roof. Luckily, no injuries were reported. The investigation is still ongoing, but with storms in the area, it is believed to have been a lightning strike. And we are also monitoring 2 new systems in the tropics this weekend. With where they are now, let's go to Wendy Ross with a look at the first alert weather forecast. Wendy?
And Dwayne, you have to really stay and pay attention to what's going on out there because things are changing all the time. Kirk has been downgraded now. He's just a tropical depression, but he continues to move very rapidly across the Atlantic. Now we have a new system, a subtropical system, and this is a subtropical storm, Leslie, and that's this system right here. And now this system has a 30 to 40% chance over the next 5 days of actually developing, and we've been watching the system now for a couple of days. So this is what's going on as far as the tropics are concerned, and we're going to start with Leslie, now at 40-mile-per-hour winds, moving very slowly to the southwest at 5 miles per hour, and you can see that by Tuesday she's going to be a little stronger with 45-mile-per-hour winds. So that's going to be Leslie, but Leslie doesn't look as though she's going to be lasting for very long, simply because of another low-pressure system that could actually gobble her up, so to speak. And then we have this system right here, which is Kirk, and you can tell Kirk's just sort of falling apart, but he's going to stay together long enough to be able to continue his track across the Atlantic, and as that happens, we're going to be seeing it zipping across, moving towards the west at 25 miles per hour, and then by Friday, down to 35-mile-per-hour winds, back down to tropical depression strength. And that's what's going on in the tropics right now, Dwayne.
Wendy, thank you. Developing tonight, authorities in Orlando are investigating after they pulled the body of an 18-year-old man from a pond. That's seen near the University of Central Florida. The victim has been identified as Adrian Diaz of Winter Springs. At this time, investigators say they do not believe foul play was involved. And breaking news tonight involving embattled Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. A new woman has come forward accusing Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. She recounts the alleged incident in the New Yorker magazine, claiming it happened while they were students at Yale University. Judge Kavanaugh and the White House both responding tonight. This as ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Dianne Feinstein, calls for an immediate postponement of proceedings in the Kavanaugh nomination. ABC's Daria Albinger has the latest.
Sunday evening, The New Yorker publishing a story in which Deborah Ramirez, a Yale classmate of Brett Kavanaugh, describes a drunken dormitory party where Kavanaugh allegedly exposed himself to her, an incident The New Yorker is reporting Ramirez wants the FBI to investigate. This latest accusation coming as testimony from Dr. Christine Blasey Ford before the Senate Judiciary Committee has finally been set for Thursday at 10 a.m. Ford has accused Kavanaugh of sexual assault back in 1982. Judge Kavanaugh categorically denying both accusations, calling this latest one, quote, a smear, plain and simple.
When someone steps forward and accuses another person of this kind of sexual assault, it needs to be taken seriously.
Ford has asked for 10 conditions of her testimony, the Judiciary Committee agreeing to 6. Ford wanted Kavanaugh to testify first and requested the committee question other witnesses as well. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham on Fox News Sunday.
What am I supposed to do? Go ahead and ruin this guy's life based on an accusation. I don't know when it happened. I don't know where it happened. And everybody named in regard to being there said it didn't happen.
Saying the hearing will not be turned over to Ford's lawyers. During a radio interview with ABC affiliate WTAM, President Trump saying he is keeping an open mind.
I want her to have her voice. Let her have her voice. Let her say whatever she has to say. Let him say what he has to say. And at the end, the senators will make a choice.
In light of this latest accusation, the White House has released a statement saying it stands firmly behind Judge Kavanaugh. Daria Albinger, ABC News, New York.
And in response to those allegations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, women and men across the Suncoast taking a stand today with blue tapes over their mouths and the hashtag #MeToo prominently displayed. A crowd of women and men gathered at the Sarasota County Courthouse. They say they are standing with Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, sharing their own stories of assault.
There was a molester. He did molest many girls. Unfortunately, those girls did tell, and nothing happened. And I see that happening today, where Dr. Ford is telling what happened, and instead of being an investigation, nothing is happening. So I support Dr. Ford, and I'm really concerned about the young women of America.
Upsets me, but it also energizes me that the more that we tell our stories, the more that we organize and stick together, the closer we'll get to solving the problem.
Hashtag #MeToo spread virally in October of 2017 on social media in an attempt to demonstrate the widespread prevalence of sexual assault and harassment, especially in the workplace. Red tide conditions fluctuate daily. Even when our beaches are mostly clear of red tide, the parking lots remain empty. As ABC 7's Erica Jackson shows us, you can still enjoy the barrier islands without stepping foot into the sand.
It's hard to keep track of red tide conditions at Suncoast beaches.
It's a gorgeous day. People should be going to the beach.
The number of dead fish, level of respiratory irritation, and watercolor changes daily.
The news from the red tide is definitely keeping people away.
Although there aren't many dead fish in Sarasota Bay right now, it could be a different story tomorrow. Some are choosing to stay clear of the bay and barrier islands until red tide is completely out of the area.
If I went out there today, I may not even know there's red tide.
Elliot Falcioni with the Bradenton Area Visitors Bureau recommends checking beach conditions online before heading out the door. He says the less than ideal conditions won't leave a lasting impression on visitors, at least not a good one.
We want to make sure that if we're putting a brand in the marketplace, that our beaches are of quality, the sugar white sands, the turquoise waters that they expect.
Even if the beaches aren't top-notch, tourism officials say locals can still visit nearby restaurants and shops. And like Larry Kirby, you can enjoy what the islands have to offer further inland.
It's still pretty nice.
Reporting in Sarasota and Manatee counties, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Still to come here on ABC 7, a new worry ahead for retailers, how tariffs may take a major toll on your wallet. Plus, one of the most remarkable comebacks in golf history, a look at Tiger Woods' big win. If you haven't seen it, you need to stick around.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. With Camrys and Corollas, your choice from $19,900 to $15,000. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. RAVs and Highlanders from $26,900 to $2,900. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
Step closer to becoming the first celebrity sentenced in the Me Too era. Monday, Bill Cosby will be back in Pennsylvania for the first day of his sentencing hearing. Cosby, convicted in April of 3 felony counts for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand in his home in 2004. Cosby has insisted any sexual encounters with Constand and other accusers were consensual. But one of the 12 jurors who convicted him says there was one key piece of evidence that led to his stunning fall from grace.
I think it was his deposition, really. Ms. Cosby admitted to giving these quaaludes to women, young women.
Cosby and Constand may come face to face again as she takes the stand to deliver her victim impact statement. Cosby's defense team will be desperately fighting to stop the courtroom from designating the comedian a, quote, sexually violent predator. The controversial owner of a company that makes untraceable 3D printed guns is back in Houston tonight after his arrest in Taiwan. Taiwan took Cody Wilson into custody after he was accused back home in Texas of paying for sex with an underage girl.
I don't know that my detectives have ever sat down with a predator who willingly said, I knew the victim was underage.
Wilson sparked controversy starting in 2013 when he uploaded blueprints online for 3D printed guns. Critics concerned the unregulated, untraceable weapons could easily fall into the hands of criminals. Tonight, Wilson is being held on $150,000 bail on that sexual assault charge. He has not yet entered a plea. If convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison. As millions work to recover after Hurricane Florence, Congress is considering a relief package to help with recovery efforts. The package would include almost $1.7 billion in relief funding, but lawmakers are already facing a deadline this week to fund the government before the start of the new budget year. That starts on October 1st. Should the package pass, the money would be available as grants to states to help rebuild housing and public works and assist businesses as they recover from the storm. As cleanup from Hurricane Florence continues and residents face even further flood damage, North Carolina fire crews made a stunning discovery: dead fish scattered across the highway. The Penderlia Fire Department was hosing down Interstate 40 when they first spotted the fish. At least 44 people have died since Hurricane Florence slammed into the Carolinas, and officials warn that though the rain has subsided, the flooding danger is far from over. Wendy Ross now joins us with our first alert weather. Wendy?
Hello, Dwayne, and we are going to talk about what we had earlier today, which was a bunch of thunderstorms that moved in across the area. And most of these showers and thunderstorms developed east of I-75 and came on over with the easterly winds and met up with the sea breezes. And we had the line of impact right here along the west coast of Florida. And now all of those showers have moved into the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see a little bit of a lightning show out there. And so everything, of course, is moving away from the coast, and so we're going to continue to see drying conditions throughout the nighttime hours. We're not expecting to see any more rains coming on through, but we had plenty of showers in a very short period of time. Beginning at around 4 o'clock this afternoon is when most of these thunderstorms developed, and then you can see just over an inch of rainfall almost in a straight line all the way down the west coast of Florida, and all of that wet weather, of course, as I mentioned, having moved on out into the Gulf of Mexico. And there was lots of lightning, gusty winds, and of course these heavy rains that accompanied these thunderstorms, with temperatures now having finally dropped down into the 70s for many locations. We're still seeing some 80s on the map right now, but for the most part along the coastline we've got temperatures in the upper 70s, and every place else reporting readings in the low 80s right now and some 70s, and we're going to pretty much stabilize right there over the next several hours. So 92 was our high today. It was another hot day because we had a long period of sunshine today, and that allowed our temperatures to rise. The overnight low last night, 75 degrees. So once again, the tropics are getting tough to keep all in play because we've got so many changes that go from one broadcast to the next. And what we're looking at now are the two new systems that developed over the weekend, Kirk and Leslie. And Leslie was the one that developed today as a subtropical storm. So this is the low pressure system that you see up here over the northern Atlantic, and we'll be talking about that in depth a little bit longer. And then we've got Kirk, which is here across the, just coming off the coast of Africa, but has been moving very rapidly across the Atlantic and is now downgraded to a tropical depression. And then we have a system that has a 30 to 40% chance of developing over the next couple of days. So we now start with Leslie moving very slowly towards the southwest at around 5 miles per hour, and will pick up a little bit more strength over the next 24-hour period, going from winds of 40 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour. In addition to that, we've got Kirk, which is sort of being pulled apart, being sheared a little bit, and now has been downgraded to a tropical depression, but it is going to pick back up again as it moves across the Atlantic, and there's nothing stopping it, so it's just going to continue to keep moving forward. But there is some wind shear that is now developing, and that is going to interfere with the further development of this system after Friday. So we're going to be seeing the system kind of coming back down to a low pressure system once again as it moves across the Atlantic. And then the system that's just off the coastline, the great news with this one, it looks as though it may just do more of a glancing blow across the coast and not move onshore as we had feared. So there's some good news with all of that. And if you're heading to the beach tomorrow, the winds will start out of the east and then shift to the south during the afternoon and evening hours, and there will be some isolated thunderstorms. And then what we can expect over the next several days is drier air coming into the picture. We're going to start to see our rain chances go down as this week progresses. Dwayne?
Wendy, thank you. In consumer news, there is a new worry ahead for retailers and their customers about how tariffs may take a major toll on shoppers' wallets. Janae Norman reports.
Giants are sounding the alarm, bracing for price hikes and warning American consumers could bear the brunt of a new round of U.S. tariffs. 10% tax on certain Chinese-made goods goes into effect Monday ahead of more tariffs early next year.
The concern is that if the tariffs go up in 2019, prices could potentially go up.
Price increases could impact essential everyday items from food and furniture to backpacks and bicycles. Walmart, Sears, Target, Kohl's, Gap, Macy's, and Dollar General are among the hundreds of retailers asking the administration to rethink the plan. Experts say consumers won't see the price increases immediately, as stores already stocked up their inventory months ago, and holiday prices should be largely unaffected. But the National Retail Federation saying in a statement, the administration continues to advance harmful tariff policies that threaten to weaken the U.S. economy. We cannot afford further escalation, especially with the holiday shopping season right around the corner.
None of the major retailers have disclosed how much they're anticipating prices to go up. Experts say if you're thinking about making any big purchases, buy sooner rather than later so those price hikes don't hit your wallet. And if you're a fan of golf, it was a great today at East Lake because Tiger Woods is a winner again. More than 5 years after his last win, 4 surgeries on his lower back, Woods built a 5-shot lead early, ended his comeback season with a dominant victory at the Tour Championship. Woods raised both of his arms, as you saw there, over his head after he tapped it in for par. It's the 80th victory of his PGA Tour career and his first one in more than 5 years. And as you can see, thousands of fans just went into delirium watching the return of golf's biggest star. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing host to the Pittsburgh Steelers for tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. The Bucs obviously are off to a hot start at 2-0 and have sole possession of first in the NFC South. The Steelers still looking for their first win. Game time is at 8:15 p.m. That's a look at sports. Your winning lotto number straight ahead. Stick with us.
Gettle's got what you're looking for at Gettle.com. 17 new car brands, over 1,000 used vehicles, prices and payments you can afford. Credit help if you need it, and they pay cash for your old car. Plus, Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Need service? Gettle's got that too. Gettle's got it. Visit Gettle.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991. Now, in one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave,
everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Now we're getting a look at incredible new video of a cougar attacking a baby alpaca at a Washington farm, and warning, this video may be just a bit disturbing. It shows the alpacas in their pen Sunday night when suddenly they're on alert. A cougar runs into view and snatches one of the babies. The mother actually managed to chase it down and get it to drop her baby. The baby alpaca is on the mend tonight. The owners of the alpacas have not named him yet, but they're calling him Lucky for now. And a two-headed copperhead snake was filmed in Richmond, Virginia on Thursday. The baby specimen was examined by a state herpetologist. Two-headed snakes are exceptionally rare because they just don't live that long. Too many challenges living day to day with two heads. Kind of scary there.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of weird looking.
Let's find the panda bears. Where are the panda bears? That's so much better.
Right.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's a first.
That's amazing.
That's a first.
Okay. Well, we're expecting to see some drier air that's going to be coming on in this week. We've only got rain chances that are about 30%, but it's still going to be hot, and we are going to get the rain. There are just going to be less chances of it for this upcoming week.
Well, that's good. Thanks for joining us. Tune in tomorrow for Sunrise GMS.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
According to a new survey by U.S. News and World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.